What up, Dale? And welcome to Lunchtime Detroit Lions Talk. You know we're brought to you by Lions Nation Unite. You know Herman Moore and those guys over there. Man, today we're going to meet the 2022 opponents for the Detroit Lions. We're going to talk about some roster movements and the defensive line. But before we get to all that, you know I got to bring in the crew. First up, you know who it is. It's Mr. Steal Your Girl, my man, LL Cool Torrance. What's up, my dude?
I'm not stealing nobody's girl, but good morning, everybody, and what's that on Prowl Nation?
Hey, and then you know I got to bring in my dude. He's the fighting pride of Jackson, Mr. One Hit a Quarter himself, my man, Coach Mike Jones. Who?
Coach Jones. Who is Coach Mike Jones? What's going on, Lion fans?
Let's get this thing started.
Right now.
Let go.
It's Detroit Lions talk, baby.
We're going to get up, and on the way up, we're going to bite a kneecap off.
Yes, sir. We in the deep. Welcome back to the show, people. Now it's time to meet the 2022 opponents for the Detroit Lions. You know who it is, the ladies' pet, the men's regret. You ain't seen nothing yet. LL Cool Torrance, what you got for the opponents, my dude?
Well, on this taco/two-piece Tuesday, they gave us, I guess, an early preview. I don't know if we've ever seen it this early or if I've ever seen it this early, but they revealed the team's 2022 opponents. It's not the schedule. It's not, sequenced or anything like that. It's just showing you who we're going to go against. And just off the bat is we're going to be going against the NFC and AFC East. So outside of our own, outside of our divisional opponents, which are the Minnesota Vikings, Chicago Bears, and of course the Green Bay Packers, we'll be going against the Dallas Cowboys, the New York Giants, the Washington football team, and the Philadelphia Eagles again. Shout out to my man Bird Gang out there. And then from the AFC East, we'll be going against the Buffalo Bills, the New England Patriots, the Miami Dolphins, and the New York Jets. We also have a couple of, I don't know what you want to call them, because we have the new 6 or 17 game schedule. We have a couple of additional opponents as well. We got the the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Seattle Seahawks, and the Carolina Panthers. Yeah. So is it too early to speculate what the record will be next year?
Well, yeah. I won't say record, but I can say for me looking at it and how it goes is that out of those, you play the divisional opponents, and then that last team is the team with that same record in the division you're not playing. So it's going to be the Carolina Panthers. They finished last in the NFC South, so we'll be playing them. We're already playing the NFC North and the NFC East, and we'll play that Carolina Panthers from the NFC South. And who else should have one more? Seattle, right? From Seattle.
Yeah,
it's from the
NFC. Seattle's last.
The last place in the NFC West. So that's how the schedule is constructed. And one day I'll do a video on that. I know how that sequence goes. So with that being said, I think we can fare pretty well. I won't give a prediction on the records, but I think we can fare pretty good if we can add some more pieces and we play to the potential that we're playing now. If you look at how many pieces we're missing this year, if you can add those pieces and keep them healthy, we can fare fairly well against that schedule.
I think so, man. All I know is I gotta hit my dad up because I'm taking that trip to Irving, Texas, man. I want to see the Dallas Cowboy game, man. I'm about to go see that. I mean, that's my dad's team. He came up here last time the Cowboys played the Lions, and we went to the game together, man. So it's his turn to host his son, man. We're finna go down there and smack them cowgirls around.
Yeah. Same here. If the Lions, I live here in North Carolina. If that graphic holds true, and the Lions do come here to North Carolina, I will make that trip to Charlotte this time. I ain't missing them this time, but.
That's gonna be a big game for you, Curt.
Yeah, definitely. If we win that one, boy, I'm gonna walk my walk and talk my ish down here in Carolina all day long. Hey, what you know about that March to 4K, my man, LL?
Man, we on that march trying to get us to 4,000 subscribers. So if you're watching this video, if you're not already subscribed, please click that subscribe button. Give us a like if you do like this content. Leave us a comment. You already know how the comment cards go. We'll pick 6 of them and read them on the next show. So go ahead, join us here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. What we got next?
All right, so we got the family discussion topic for the Prowl Nation family. Will the Lions have a winning record next season? Looking at the opponents, I'm not saying give us a prediction on the record, but will they have a winning record going against that schedule next year? So let us know what you think down below in the comments, man. We appreciate you right here, Detroit Lions on the Prowl.
I got us.
Go ahead, my man.
I got us going 8-1.
8-1.
Okay.
That damn tie again. You know what it is, man. Hey, we Detroit Lions on the Prowl. We are home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. And right up now with the Detroit Lions news, I got something for the crowd. Now, you know what it is. Jared Goff has been cleared from the COVID-19 reserve list. However, you know how it goes in the D. We can't have nice things. As wide receiver Josh Reynolds and practice squad quarterback Steven Montez were added to the COVID-19 reserve list. Reynolds has been the primary deep threat target for Goff during this hot streak. Now, I know LL looking his face is kind of screwed, but he has had a hot streak, racking up some hardware from the league and, in the FedEx Air Player of the Week. With the league's new testing protocols for COVID, if Reynolds and Montez are vaccinated, they could be available for this weekend's games, as long as they pass the new standards, such as testing negative and hitting the benchmarks in testing. If they are not vaccinated, they will be out at least 10 days for the Detroit Lions, man. We can never have two things that go together at the same time in Detroit. We got peanut butter, no jelly, ham, no burger. It's the summer's always gonna be wrong. We get Jared Goff back and we lose his deep threat target in Josh Reynolds, but hopefully we can get him back. That's just the roster news. We are home for Detroit Lions news and rumors right here, Detroit Lions on the Prowl. We wanted to make sure we spread that good news. I know that, LL ain't happy that Jared Goff is back, but your boy's back in the building, my dude.
Okay, man. It's okay. You been playing okay, man. Leave him alone.
It's okay.
Leave him alone, Debo. Leave him alone.
Oh, man.
I've given up hopes for number one, honestly. So I don't really care what Goff do. I put my full trust in Brad Holmes and the staff to do whatever we gotta do at any draft spot. But
Definitely.
But I just hope this don't make them want to keep him around too much longer.
Definitely. Hey, it's the new year, new you time of that year. New Year's is around the corner. If you want to get yourself some great workout gear that has some Detroit Lions apparel on it or some insignias, you can go over to fanatics.com to get yourself some workout gear for the Detroit Lions or whatever team that you support besides the Lions. You can go over there and get that stuff. Get yourself some leggings, some tights, some workout shorts, whatever you do. It's over there at Detroit Lions. At fanatics.com. So go over there. The link's in the description. A portion of the proceeds from that link go to help us grow the content on this channel. And you're going to buy it anyway. So go ahead and help the crew out by clicking that link down below. Man, now it's time for the dude who always says it with his chest. It's time for who?
It's Coach Jones. And I think the first 3 picks of the draft was very obvious. The Lions wanted to dominate the line of scrimmage, right? Selecting Penei Sewell, defensive tackles Levi Onwuzurike and Liam McNeil. So far, that O-line has not disappointed being the strongest unit on the team. That D-line, on the other hand, has not to be that dominant force that the returning Lions, along with the sign of Michael Brockers and using those second and third round picks, would suggest. But the Lions came into their own Sunday, right? They were holding the 28th ranked rush defense. So basically, if you play fantasy football, you pick whichever running backs are playing the Lions and Texans. Right? So, but last week versus the Arizona Cardinals, that D-line put together a full game of dominance along the defensive front, holding the NFL's 10th ranked rushing offense to basically nothing. So now they followed that up by an even more impressive showing this past Sunday against the Atlanta Falcons, who rushed 18 times for 47 yards. Woo! Okay, the Lions held the Falcons to 2.6 yards a carry. Now, this is the type of battle, the type of fight from the aggressiveness that Dan Campbell had promised in that press conference when, he talked about biting kneecaps. So now they head into Seattle where Rashad Penny just gassed up the Bears defense for 135 yards and a touchdown on 17 carries. Man, okay, Detroit Lions are now building momentum heading into the offseason. Can that D-line string together its third straight solid performance as they head into Seattle, where the Lions have not had much success in the past? Can Lynn McNeil, Levi Onwuzurike, Michael Brockers, Nick Williams, and John Pennicini build off their last two performances against the Seahawks ground game, which only ranks 24th in the NFL? I know I'll be tuned in, man. But if you like this content, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Hell, hit all them buttons, man, and help us get this content to more Lions fans just like yourself. What you got for us, Curt?
All right, man. You know what it's time for us to do. It's time for us to go ahead and zip our lip, as Fred Sanford used to say back in the day, and get to those comment cards, what you had to say about yesterday's show. First up, we got the Tornado. He says, I don't think if we had Goff in there, we would win. No, same outcome. I don't know about that. Jared Goff been on the hot streak, man. I think that he would have fared fairly well against that Atlanta Falcons secondary, and we would have made a lot of throws that Tim Boyle missed on Sunday.
Yeah. KC Bay Boy says, Goff in, we win, period. I'll just say this. We probably do win against the Falcons, but that outcome or that how it ended up ending, Goff could definitely do that. So I don't want to make it seem like, oh no, Goff would never. Yeah. Oh, he would.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah. Had to go Dorsey Bay. Oh, what's going on, my fellow Moore brother? Good game. They're looking like a team I'm looking forward to next season. Yes, they are. They really are, man.
Yeah, definitely. I believe they are looking like a better team. Joseph Murdoch and Associates, the law firm, how he gets down. He says, what up? Hope y'all had a great Christmas. Well, I'd had a pretty good Christmas. That was a good game considering they got away from the run at the end. I think they kind of had to with the clock management. Okay, this team has a lot of fight in them, and I'm looking forward to seeing the additional players added in the draft. Go Lions. Okay, my dude. I appreciate that comment.
Yep. Roger Rathburn from the show on 1222 said, I wouldn't be too upset of Brad to see Brad Holmes trade our first pick and move down a few extra picks. He's proven he has an eye for talent. Plus, moving down saves us cap space. I think we might got enough cap space to sign our rookies and stuff like that, and still have like 20+ million cap space left over. But whatever, like I just keep saying, whatever's clever, man. If they trade back and end up getting a haul, and remember it was a few years ago. I know it ended up happening in the fourth round, but the Baltimore Ravens, they just had the talk of the draft was the Ravens' fourth round picks or something like that. Not saying we should trade back to try to build fourth round picks, but just trade back to get a bunch of picks, and all those picks turned out to be solid starters and stuff like that. I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we have a lot of cast. So we got rid of Trey Flowers. Lions are by far, Ryan Crippen said, Lions are by far the most improved team in the league. And I would agree with you just because we got a lot of rookies, a lot of undrafted free agents. There's a few receivers that are just practice squad players that we've made a name for them. They've made a name for themselves here in Detroit, so I agree 100%, Ryan.
You want to know something was really, really funny? A lot of people could probably agree that the Lions are a much improved team, right? Mm-hmm. But we, as far as so far record-wise, we worse than we were last year. We worse than we were the last couple of years, right? And it's just funny to see. I really like how the tide is changing with so many people calling for Dan Campbell's job, saying he's not a head coach and all this other stuff. And now the tune has definitely changed. So I'm glad to see that. Thank everybody for those comments. of course, throughout the show with the family discussion topic, leave us some comments. Leave us those comments. We'll pick 6 up to have on the next show. But enough of those comment cards. We're gonna switch from there and head over to everybody's favorite segment, and that is the dessert with your man Curt.
Dessert with your man Curt is brought to you by Delightful Bites. Custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. The football special is still going on. You get 4 helmets and 4 logos of your favorite team, along with 4 footballs for $35. You can go over to her TikTok page or her Instagram and check out how the cookies look. And if you like how they look, you'll love how they taste. Delightful Bites. Get your cookie on. Now, Lions wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown has been killing it. He has produced 8+ receptions in 4 straight games, joining OBJ as the NFL's only rookie in the Super Bowl era with that streak. He is also closing in on the rookie receiving yards for the Detroit Lions. He's only behind Roy Williams and Calvin Johnson at this point. He is proven to be the wide receiver we thought we was going to get in the draft when Brad Holmes says, this is the guy right here. When he gave the old nudge to Chula for Hamp, says, this is the steal of the draft right here as a wide receiver. So he is going ahead and proving his worth. He's catching the ball. He is running precise routes. And he also blocks and runs the ball. The dude is multi-talented. And after practice, the dude works on the jug machines. This is one of the guys that has his own jug machine at his house. So shout out to Amon-Ra St. Brown. The dude puts in the work. The sun god is shining down on the Motor City, and I'm liking what I'm seeing. And that's with dessert with your man Curt. Brought to you by Delightful Bites. Delightful Bites. Get your cookie on. Now it's time to take that New Year's walk over to the Wall of Fame, baby. All right, first up in our bronze members, we got Detroit Drew, Midwest Lion. We got Bubba Bo, John Kepler, who has some good content on his channel as well. Big Q holding it down, and Doug Prince 72. And our silver members, we got No Miss J, Jason Portis. We got John Martin, Mr. Scotty the Bear, the Frenchman, baguettes, and all that. And Shannon Peck rounding out our silver members. In the gold members, we got Larry McQuiston, the Tornado, who left a comment in this week's in today's comment cards. Randall Flag 606, Miles Gibbs. We got Just in the D, and the Doctor, Dr. Detroit. He is always in. To become a member of the Wall of Fame, click the Join Now button down in the description and just be a part of the family. And not like the other one, this was not free. You pay a little bit of cheddar, but you get some great benefits. And a reminder, the Gold members meeting is tomorrow at 3 p.m. Yes, now it's time for, you know what it is. Kind of think it's time for the final thoughts for today's show. And he says he ain't doing it on purpose, but Mr. Still Your Girl, LL, you up first.
Well, my final thoughts on this wonderful tacos / 2-piece Tuesday. Of course, go get you some tacos. But I really like this, how the narrative is changing, man. We heard so much negative about Dan Campbell. Now it's mostly positive. We even heard, I was even here. I think we might even had a couple comments on the show about St. Brown, not living up to the potential, or some people using a bus, but how you can say that with a first year, fourth round draft pick wide receiver, even though he was, suspected to go a lot higher than that. But I'm liking it, man. I'm liking it. We seeing so much from the young guys. Levi still ain't, the ass kicker as promised. I think he'll get there though. But Aleem McNeil is pushing people around. Of course, we just seen a big Panay out there, and then we got the sun god out there. I really hate the Hines Ward comparison because, not Hines Ward. I don't want to call him dirty. He just was real good at the cutback block. Yeah, blocking behind the play. But but I'm glad that the narrative is changing. And honestly, that's after it was, seeing that the season was truly lost, at least to me. That's all I really wanted, was just to see, the narrative changing and see improvement. And we have seen that.
Yes. Yeah, my final thoughts for today is, man, I want to see if that defensive front can string that third game together. Can they go back to back to back games with shutting down that opponent's rushing attack. That's what I want to see personally from from our D line. Me being a D line coach, I want to see it. I got to see it, not just on paper, not looking good when you line it up. I want to see it in game action. Can they shut down that Seattle Seahawks defense in Seattle with that 12th man? And that is my final thoughts for today.
Okay, hey, my final thoughts for today's show. It's good to see Jared Goff back off the reserve COVID-19 list. Hate to see people on that, anyway. And that's just him. I don't like to see anybody on the reserve COVID-19 list, man. That's COVID's a serious thing. So I'm glad he's back, feeling better. Hopefully we can get Josh Reynolds and Steven Montez, back for the practice squad, but at least get Josh Reynolds back for the game, because Baby Hands is going to need all the help he can get out there in that Pacific Northwest. It's gonna be cold out that thing. You look at that last game. It was snowing out there in that Pacific Northwest.
And weather.
You get him some gloves. He gonna have to do him Teddy 2 gloves of Ben Roethlisberger. Get him and some hand warmers to keep them things good. Maybe stretch them out a little bit. But anyway, besides that, I'm liking, like you guys said, I'm liking the narrative around the team. I'm liking the potential I see going forward. I'm like what's going on inside the leadership of the Detroit Lions, not only just in the coaching staff, but in the front office, what Sheila Foreham is doing. If you look at it, she's building a culture around in the Detroit Lions organization, where she's building a culture with the coaching staff and with the front office. I've said this before. I'm liking the fact that Rod Wood is silent. I haven't heard from his behind all season. I'm liking that. You know what I'm saying? He's doing what he needs to do. Take care of the chips and dips and all that, you know what I'm saying? The concession stands, everything on that side. And you let the football guys do what they do with Chris Spielman and Karen and all that. But I like the direction. I'm interested to see how the Lions are going to fare next season. I like the fact that opponents came out yesterday once the games were over, and we knew who was going to be the last place finishers in each division for in Detroit. For the NFC. So that's why we got the early peek on who the opponents were going to be, because they're predetermined on what divisions each division is going to play. It's already predetermined. I think 2 to 3 years out. So with that being said, man, it was a great 2-piece Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, whatever you're having for lunch, man. Go ahead and do your thing. The grind is pretty much starting to, gonna be hard today, but a lot of people gonna have a 4-day weekend because of New Year's. So go ahead and do your thing and keep the grind going. We're gonna keep our grind going right here for you on Detroit Lions on the Prowl. So you know what you got to do. Whatever you ate, if you got some salsa or some crumbs from the chips, or you got some, some little grease from that Popeye's chicken, go ahead and get this napkin, wipe some crumbs off your mouth, finish your drink, and get back to work, baby. And whatever you do in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL and Coach Mike, this is Curt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon. We love you, Jim.